Hello everybody, and my name's Teresa. I'm the London Organic Grower, and I haven't actually posted anything for some time, probably almost a year, because there's been an awful lot going on. I've taken on a project that's growing for the food bank, and although I did start before, it's kind of grown, so I'll be keeping you up to date with that and taking you with me to the food bank and meeting some of our volunteers as time goes on. I've also been trying to, on top of that, manage my own plots, which has been difficult with everything else, trying to teach other people and plant for double what I'm doing for myself. So that's been quite a stretch. And also through the videos you'll see how we have had to do an awful lot of work on the plots to get them ready for growing, making raised beds, taking out and clearing lots of weeds and things like that. So it's been very, very hectic. And on top of all of that, very sadly, the chair of our allotment site died, and I'm now the new chair of our site. And again, that is an awful lot of work too. And unfortunately, the way in which he managed the site, he kept most things to his chest, so we're having to unpick and learn lots of new things. So basically, that's why I haven't posted over the last 9 months to a year, but we're getting a bit more of a handle on things, a bit more on track, and I've missed posting, although from time to time I have been doing videos and taking some pictures. So I'm still on Instagram and Facebook, but it has absolutely been too much. So I'm glad to be back. Lovely to be seeing all of you again. I hope that you carry on following me and giving me your support and enjoy some new dimensions of these vlogs that I'll be doing. Yeah, so I'll see you along the way. We've had some extraordinary cold weather last week, so I haven't been planting very much, but at the end of last year I did plant some brassicas, and at about a week or so ago I did start to sow some seeds. So today what I want to do is to pot up some of the brassicas that I planted or sowed last year, so they can get bigger, and once the weather is a bit more settled, they'll go out on the site. And there are a lot, because as I said to you, I'm now growing for the food bank plot as well as my own. So don't feel too alarmed when you see how many plants I've got. So here are some Calibres Marathon that I potted up at the end of last year, and they're quite big plants now. So what I want to do is to pop them up into these 3-inch pots and keep them indoors for a while, because I'm not sure if we're going to have another cold snapshot, and I'll show you what else I'll be doing. So I'm going to just do these first. So I've taken these out of the cells, the cell trays. You can see that they've got a really good root on them, and they are ready to be planted up into these pots. Now normally I don't bother to plant out plants. I usually plant them just like this, and there's a piece of me thinking, should I just do that? But because I don't quite know what the weather is going to be doing, and we have had that really bad cold snap, I'm going to plant them up in here and give them a bit more of a fighting chance for when they go out. So I'm going to just pop the plant. I usually take off the 2 bottom seed leaves, but you don't have to, doesn't matter. Pop the plant into the pot, just lift it a little. Brassicas like to be planted deep. So just firm them down a little. like that, and then I'll pop them onto a tray and give the tray of water from the bottom and let them have a little drink. It will encourage the roots to go down. So I've got a busy time on my hands sewing up that tray. I also want to start planting up a few trays of early peas. I shall pop them in here and I'll multi-sow them. Basically, I'll fill my seed tray up. This is a multi-compost supplied by a local garden place. I haven't really been able to find any good compost that's peat free. This is reduced rate peat, so I'll be using this, but I'm trialling some more peat free stuff as well until I can find something that actually I like and will actually grow the seeds, because I've had a lot of failure in poor compost. And I use an inhaler, and this is the empty inhaler, and it just happens to fit beautifully these cells. So I give them a little bit of a push down like this. And I've got some peas, I don't know if you can see that, I've got some peas that I've soaked, and I'm going to just pop 2 or 3 in each of these. Doesn't really matter how many you pop in. It's because you want to do it reasonably quickly. So just like that, and put some, there's 4 in there, let's pop this there. Just pop some more compost on the top. Give it a little bit of a firm down. Then I shall give that a good water and leave that in the cold greenhouse until they germinate. It is getting warm in here, and I do have some peas that have germinated and are in here, and I shall show you those. So here are some peas that I popped in about maybe a couple of weeks ago. They're out here in the cold greenhouse and they're doing fine, and I'll cover them when I put them out, just give them a bit of protection, and they should get an early crop of peas from these. So a bit of succession sowing, and they're looking very healthy. So I hope you've enjoyed this first video for a while, and whatever you're doing, wherever you are, happy gardening, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.